What's up, everyone? My name is Mistic. Welcome to Mistic Rex. Today I'm reacting to another video by Salmonella Academy. Plant diseases, which I know nothing about. So let's get right on into it and check out him down below. And yeah.
Hey kids,
Hello.
remember the plague,
Yep.
malaria,
Yep.
smallpox?
Yep.
Kinda bad, right? Well,
Just
guess
a
what?
little.
They're peanuts compared to the level of destruction that's been wreaked over the years across the kingdom next door. Today, I'm gonna
Hmm.
talk about some of the most interesting
Okay.
diseases to ever strike the world of plants. The most
Hmm.
famous one is probably the potato blight. It's a fungus that
Mm-hmm.
attacks potatoes. This is what it looks like. On the left, we have a
Ireland.
healthy potato, while on the right, we have a blighty one.
Uh.
Notice how this one is noble and robust, like a
Mm-hmm.
lion's heart, while the other is shriveled and black, like Betsy DeVos's uterus. You could try to eat it, but it's basically
Who
like
is that?
rotting cork. You wouldn't get very far. So in
Mm-hmm.
1845, Ireland relied a lot on potatoes, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's because their soil was dumb, and that's the most nutritious thing they could grow. Then the
Mm-hmm.
blight came, and all their food turned to poo. 1 million starved, 2 million left. They came to America. They brought freckles, and these things. Hoity-toity-toy, now we have the Celtics. Next
Mm-hmm.
is the chestnut blight, which infects, you guessed it, the elderly. Wait, no, that's shingles. Chestnut blight infects American chestnut trees, which once populated a huge portion of the South and Mid-Atlantic regions of the country. Key
Mm-hmm.
word,
Once.
once.
Oh.
During the early 20th century, the blight arrived, which ended up killing around 4 billion trees over the course of a couple decades. Hey,
Oh.
remember that time 4 billion giant things died inexplicably? Me neither. Nobody does. Let me give some perspective on the situation. Those trees were huge, like 40 meters tall apiece.
Hmm.
That means 160 million kilometers of tree was destroyed by this
Hmm.
disease. That's long enough to get from the Earth to the Sun with 10 million kilometers to spare. Here's another.
Oh.
If we take the volume of all these trees, we get 126 billion cubic meters. If we burn that much wood, we get 861 quadrillion joules of energy. That's the amount released by the bomb dropped on Hiroshima.
Hmm.
Times 10,000. So yeah, kind of a big deal. But who cares,
Yeah.
right? Why worry about 4 billion dumb smelly old trees when there's 1,000 whole pandas that need our help? Isn't that right, WWF? You populist scum. Anyway, moving on. This next one is called, get ready, broom rape. I'm serious. Broom rape. Broom rape. Wikipedia, broom rape. Naked broom rape. Imagine if we gave human illnesses names like that. I'm sorry, Sam, but you have urethra cactus. I would just end it right there. Doesn't even matter what the actual symptoms are. Anyway, broom rape is considered a
Mm-hmm.
parasitic plant. This is what it does. The seeds of the broom rape will hang out in the soil for years until the roots of a host plant come along. When they do, the broom rape bursts out of its shell and immediately starts leeching off the other organism. Eventually, once they grow enough, they'll breach the surface with these little flowers. Notice, no leaves, no green. Who needs chlorophyll when you're a filthy freeloader, right? These
Mm-hmm.
flowers get fertilized and the whole thing starts over. Just one of these guys isn't a big deal to the host. But once you get enough, they have the potential to suck an entire farm dry, causing sweeping crop failure. Pun definitely intended. Next is this one. There's a few different ways you can pronounce it depending on your
Ergo.
social standing,
Ergot.
ranging from ergit to elgo. Being the disheveled
I said
pauper I
neither
am, I
one.
prefer ergot. Rolls off the tongue, you know. Ergot is a
Ergot.
fungus that mainly infects grains like wheat, barley, and especially rye. And it's
Okay.
capable of producing a whole soup of compounds called alkaloids, which can have a variety of effects on the human body. Most of
Hmm.
them not fun, mostly spasms and diarrhea, that kind of thing. However,
Fun.
one particular alkaloid called ergotamine structurally resembles LSD and has
Hmm.
a similar function when it enters the body. So a medieval peasant would
Ooh.
be sitting there, eating a nice loaf of rye bread, just minding his own business. Then all of a sudden, holy shit, I'm blasting out of both ends! My heart's a seizing, my lungs a wheezing, the fucking walls are melting, I can hear Satan's voice. He's telling me to invest in Apple? What does that mean? Why does he want me to buy apples? This would go on for like a day. Sometimes their fingers and toes would fall off, but then they'd be alright.
Fall
Unless
off.
they weren't. Moral of the story,
Ugh.
kids, don't eat strange bread. You could trip balls and die. One more thing
Fun.
before we end today's video, I've decided to launch a second channel for all the
Hmm.
dumb stuff I think of that doesn't fit the Academy format. It's called Salmonella Vlog. Go check
Mm-hmm.
it out. It's in the description. I wrote a slam poem. It's there. Go look. Anyway, that's all for today. Till next time, I'm Salmonella, and thank you for watching.
Thank you. Mm. Hope you enjoyed. Did you know about these plant diseases? I knew about the potato one, and that's probably about it. Imagine you losing that much wood. Why could they not use it? Because it was like infected or whatever? Or did it just like disintegrate? I don't remember. But let me know what you thought down below, what to react to what to react to next. And until next time, bye bye.